It's hard being fat. I'm so competitive that I'll compete with myself on how much I could eat right now. And I'll be like, oh, then I got chicken fingers last time. I smacked on all those. And we got chicken fingers. You know, throw a rodeo in there too. Oh, no rodeos? All right, just make it a Whopper. No onions. Like, come on, bro. But it's the first. So now it's time. So it just really, it did destroy my mental, I'll be honest. So did I use the first as an excuse? Yes. Did I gain probably 20 pounds in the last month? Yes. Ever since I saw myself as overweight, like then it became, now it's a blur. I slowly but surely gained weight, and I don't notice it in myself. I see myself and I know I'm fat, but it's like, but am I fat? You know what I mean? So it just, hey everyone, my name is Angel, and today is January 1st, 2023. And I've been watching a lot of videos, and a lot of people say, oh, January 1st, it's resolutions. That's just people's excuse to, not get started. I'll be honest, I definitely did that. And not only did I not get started, I bulked up. I gained more weight than, I should have. I can remember in the middle of last year, I was 230 pounds, and current weight to date is 272 pounds. That's what I weighed yesterday before I bulk ate. I ate a Ben & Jerry's, what's it called? Chunky Monkey. Bit through that. 3 tacos from 7-Eleven. A bag of M&M. A bag of salt and vinegar chips. Just ate it all. Before that, it was literally self-sabotage. And I mean, I know a lot of us go through this, or if you haven't, this is something. So did I use the first as an excuse? Yes. Did I gain probably 20 pounds in the last month? Yes. I'll be honest with you. So one thing that kind of defeated me was, it was like November 7th, and my sister was having a party for December 14th or something like this. I had about a month, and I made a bet. I made this bet for, it was supposed to be $100, and I didn't even pay up. But I made a bet that I could lose 20 pounds in that month, that it would be easy, it'd be quick. And it should be, guys. And I'll be honest, it's a little bit about my story. My top weight used to be, I haven't, obviously now this is a new personal record at 272. But I think I've seen 275 on the scale. I'm just lying to myself. But let's call it 272. It's what I saw yesterday after I took a big poop. That's how we have to weigh ourselves. But before that, my top weight ever was 265 pounds. I remember seeing that on the scale, when I just graduated high school. I was going to college, so I turned 19, and I completely decided that was it. I was gonna do straight chicken, start running. Today's January 1st, and I'm getting back into that boat. I'll be honest, like, am I scared of, okay, this and this? Yes, but I'm just gonna completely, try to revert to what I did before, where Stop and Shop is your best friend. If I wanna eat something, go to Stop and Shop. I'm not gonna be ordering food. I'm not gonna be doing this. I'll tell you my story now. When I was 19, my first week that I did it, I did go running every day. I don't know if I started going to the gym every day, but I know I started running, and I think I did go do the 30-minute gym as well. And I've tried to lose weight many times, but this time something was different. And I did have my mom who, kind of held me accountable, helped me be accountable. She would make me chicken, like a week's worth of chicken, and freeze it. That way I was able to eat it. So the first week I did this, literally lost 10 pounds. I went from 265 to 255. And I'm telling my mom, like, Mom, like, no way, like, this is impossible. Maybe I was weighing myself on a different type of floor, or maybe this or that. And I was like, there's no way this is possible. There's no way this is healthy. But I lost 10 pounds. The next week, lost another 10 pounds, down to 245. And I'm like, at this point, I became a believer. I'll be honest with you. I was like, oh my gosh, 20 pounds in 2 weeks. And the difference really drove me into it. Another thing is my birthday is in January 6th. So I decided to go on this plan or whatever, this journey. I don't know what day it was, but I know it was before the 6th. And at the 6th, my mom ordered, I used to work at Domino's, so my mom ordered all these chicken wings and pizza, and I didn't eat none of it. I was like, I'm only eating chicken. So I turned that down, and that really helped motivate me as well. Like, wow, if I'm disrespecting like this, not eating at my own party or get together, then, I got to take it serious. So I took it serious, and like I said, I think a lot of the factor did have to do that. I had the support system of my mom where she was pushing me and be like, oh, eat your chicken, or calling you out on stuff where you might want to let it slide. But so I saw all that progress. By 6 months time, I was down to about 180 pounds, guys, like under 170. I was like 180, and look at, I just burped. Like, that's something that I just farted. That's something that, like, at this weight, at this size, the burps and the farts are real, guys. Like, it's like you have this, your gut is not happy. And so 6 months time, I lost all the weight. It basically, like, I felt great. I was, and yes, do you feel different, like a different human? 100%. People treat you different. People look at you different. They're happy with you. You're happy with yourself. And a lot of people say, like, oh, weight will not make you happier. That's kind of not true. Weight will make you happier, okay? So that's one thing that I always felt. I did feel happier when I was fit. I love sports, be able to be active, get into the sports, and just crush it. So 6 months time went by, and I had lost all the weight, and I said, oh, something has to change in my life now. I was just going to college, and I was just like, I was doing landscaping with my dad's company. And I was at the point with myself, I was so happy with myself that I decided to do my long mission and join the Rhode Island National Guard. I was like, wow, if I'm really able to do this, like, I'm worthy of a soldier. It's just, my father always put high precedence on that, and it was something that burned in my head, like, hey, if you're a man, go be a soldier, go prove it. So I had lost this weight, I was ready to go. I knew I finally did qualify for it, so I went and did it. I came back at I was probably 165 after I went to the military. It was a quick move. We, boom, signed up, bang, good, went, came back, was National Guard. I was probably 165. I ran, I was fast. I was running 2 miles in like 12 minutes or 6-minute average miles. And I was fit. I could do 100 push-ups. I could do 150 sit-ups all in like 2 minutes. Like, I had perfect PT scores. That's what we did. Run, sit-ups, push-ups. So I was perfect on that stuff. But I did have like some body positivity issues where you lose all that weight and there's not a lot of muscle on you. So, like, luckily my skin I was, kind of tight. But you always feel like, oh, I got, these man boobs, these things. You always kind of feel that way regardless of how much you weigh. But look, I'll be honest with you. When I say, was my life good at that point? It was. But, I got out of the military. By the time I got out of the military, I was averaging like 180, 190. Like, I was getting to like 188, and then I would drop back down to 174. I would do like just push-up challenges, just run. A couple years later, I was probably at like 200 pounds, and I ran a 5K in 22 minutes. So I was feeling really confident as well, and this was probably about, 6 years ago. And so then, and I'm just trying to recount my how did the weight gain back on? Then I remember I was like 210 or not even. I was probably like 200 pounds. And there was a situation where, when you go from 165 back to 200, you have some weight on you, but 200 pounds I'm 5'10". I'm not like a weak guy. I have big legs. It's not like it was a hard 200. It was like, it probably still looked pretty good. But, that's when I started to get the remarks where like, oh, you gained weight. Oh, like, you start to get these remarks, and it really just messed up with my body positivity. I can literally remember that from that point up until now, I've never felt different. Okay? And I guess that's just the point to say, like, gaining the weight, you don't, now you still see yourself in the same context. Ever since I saw myself as overweight when I wasn't. Then it became, now it's a blur. It is a blur. Since then, it's just a blur. Everything went out the window. I slowly but surely gained weight, and I don't notice it in myself. I see myself and I know I'm fat, but it's like, but am I fat? You know what I mean? So it just really, it did destroy my mental, I'll be honest, at that point. And I slowly but surely gained the weight. Like I said, last year, I remember getting down to, I was about 230, but I had lost weight from 240. It was like a 1 week thing, not even 4 days. Boom, I dropped down to 230. Like, I lost that drastic weight, and then I kind of just didn't care, because I was like, oh, see, I reproved to myself, dude, I could kill this at any point in time. The weight will fly off of me. As long as I'm active, I eat right. I'm doing so many things wrong that's why the weight is there. Like, I don't sit here and say, oh, it's gonna be impossible to lose the weight. No, it's not. If I don't do the wrong things, luckily, and guys, I'll be honest, maybe other people may be different, but for a lot of us, we know what we're doing. We know. I mean, how many times do I sit there and, I'll eat a whole meal, not even a healthy meal, I'll eat a whole meal, and then I'll go get something after that again, like, either I want dessert, or I'll, it's just how many, we know what we're doing. And if you don't, then you just want to start logging. And a lot of people have never lost weight. So it's like, you might not know. You might not know what it is, how you're supposed to get somewhere. But the truth is, you have to cut everything out, I feel like. So yeah, well, okay, now, just to get back on the track. So I gained weight progressively. The best things with weight too is when you have something that holds you accountable. So if you're at work, I used to wear large for my job. I used to wear large, and I would start to feel myself grow out of it, and then I would lose weight because I didn't want to, have to change my uniform. I used to wear 34 pants, you know what I mean? So you want to fit inside those things. And that's when I was about 210 pounds, maybe even 220. Maybe I was as high as 220, but I don't think so. I think I was around like 108. I remember seeing that on a scale, and 208. So I remember being about 210 pounds, and that was kind of thick for that moment too, because I did push out of those clothes, right? So now I would only start wearing, I'd still wear the uniform, which was a little bit tight. I didn't like how it fit me that much, but I could still wear it, you know what I mean? Like, I could still wear it and not look ridiculous, where it's like, oh my gosh, that shirt is too tight. So I could still wear it, or maybe I was in XL, but I would throw like a vest over it or something like this. No, it was definitely a large, because then I grew out of all my large stuff, which used to fit me, and went into extra large. And I'll be honest. So the extra large, I was big, I was big, but I probably didn't pass 250, 255. Like, that was probably it. And I knew I was big at that point. And but I could get away with the extra large, like this right here is an extra large, but don't let me try to button this thing, because it's not gonna work. And so then I gained weight, boom. Definitely did not watch what I ate. If you're asking, oh, well, how did you gain the weight? I went on, I tried to do like short-term weight loss, this thing, that thing, this thing, that thing. But literally, I can admit that in the last year, I've put on about 50 pounds just in the last year. And in the last, since November, since when I, wasn't able to, so let's get back to November this year, I was probably 255. I was like, damn, I know I can get down to 230, 235, but let's push for 230. But I didn't do that. And after a week of not committing to anything, and I knew I had lost a week in the challenge already, I went into full-blown blow up. Like, I know since that day I gained 20 pounds. I'm now, like I said, I'm on the verge of 275 pounds. This is the biggest I've ever been. And don't get me wrong, I'm still a confident guy. I think I look good. I think I go out and people look at me like, oh, he's a handsome guy. I don't always get well put together, but I can clean up nice, right? Like this is, like I said, this is a nice shirt, got as a Christmas gift. I don't think I look horrible. I have, look at tummy's out. Look at that. But I have like some sort of, like, I like how I dress. I like how I present myself. So I don't think that's ever been an issue. But I'm now 275 pounds. I've done this stuff before. I pushed it off until the 1st, and now it's the 1st. So now things get real. Now it's like I've already pushed it off, and everyone talks about, oh, you have to have all this motivation, this go for it. I believe that the strength comes in from the things you say no to, not the things that you get up and do. Yes, do you want to get up and go work out? Look at my stomach's growling, burping, disgusting. But it's about the things you say no to is the way I'm gonna look at it. It's not about, it's just, look, I've eaten so bad. These extra 20 pounds, I do expect them to fly off because I was being disgusting. I was like getting breakfast, but like I'd get like McDonald's breakfast sometimes, like, and not just McDonald's breakfast, but I'd get like a number 1 with the coffee, and then I'd get like a number 9, which is the 2 sausage burritos with the orange juice. Boom, eat both of those meals. Then I started getting 2 number 1 meals. Boom, boom, boom. So I was doing a little bit of breakfast, and then for lunch I was going to work, and then for lunch I would eat a lunch as well, and not like a good lunch. I'd get like the most disgusting lunch that they had. Like, it was bad. Like, I'd go to this Asian restaurant and get like shaved steak fried with like fried rice and like fried dumplings, and like I would definitely get an appetizer and my meal. I never just get a meal. I'm always getting an app and my meal. And then I would come home and I would want dinner, and then after dinner I'd want a snack, and it was literally, I'm sitting here bulking, but I'm doing it's dirty as bulking. It's way too many calories, and I'm not working out. So I know exactly what was going on. It was that's why I do feel good, because I'm like, did I make it easier on myself? It's like, suppose it's this mental game. Like, in theory I should have made it easier on myself, but really, obviously, if I would have started a long time ago, I would be in a different place now. I wouldn't be. Really, obviously, if I would have started a long time ago, I would be in a different place now. I wouldn't be. So I understand all these things and about New Year's resolution and stuff. But regardless, I've held it off until now. And now I think it's time for me to go. It's time to push. It's the 1st to push. It's the 1st. So it's time for me to do what I can do. Do what I can do. Do what I can do. Just do what I can do. That's it. There's nothing more to it. And I feel like in life I've seen some success in some areas, and I've seen failure in other areas. In life I've seen some success in some areas, and I've seen failure in other areas. And I'm all for, like, being happy at whatever weight you're at. Yes. Be happy. I want people to be happy. I want to be happy. So for people who don't feel happy, this is for them. And if you're in that, because I've been in times where it's all compartmentalized. There's times where I didn't think about my physical health. I just thought about, other areas of my life to achieve success in those. But there also comes a time where, health, wealth, love, and happiness, those things all come together. So now is my time for health. It's mental health as well. It's not, it is depressing feeling this way, and like to feel like something has control over you. I pulled into spots and said, don't pull in here, don't do it, and I've done it, and it's like literally it's hard, like it's crazy, but now this is why some people want the excuse of the 1st, because now you have an excuse. Like, dude, you already pigged out, you already did it, now it's time, get into it. And then you can say, like, today is gonna be the easiest day to sacrifice. Like, don't get me wrong, I've already thought about, ooh, I should go to this restaurant. But I'm like, wait, we're not going to restaurants, buddy. Then I'm like, ooh, I should just grab this. Like, no. You know. So what I had some grapes, and I had a coffee so far. It's like, I think 2 in the afternoon, but it's easy because right now there's like so much stuff I can still digest in my stomach. Probably, at least this is the easiest thing about the first 10 pounds. That's just the shit that you're gonna shit. So all you do is eat less, and you're gonna shit out all the old shit that was clogging in the gut. You know, I'm not saying I don't do like the drinks where you go and poop a day and lose 10 pounds. Let the stuff work out itself. You know, your digestive system will be happy. Eat fibrous stuff in these first couple of days is what I'm gonna do. You know, not just go straight for the chicken, but get like fruits and, you know, things of that nature. Salads. I'd be happy with salads. And that's the thing is, remember, you don't completely, like, you can still go do stuff. Just have a chicken salad. Let everyone else listen. I know what I can do is I can eat that salad so happily that other people are like, damn, I should have got a salad. That looks great. Yeah, I should have got a salad. That looks great. You know, that's the whole idea. I mean, but I know it's you know, maybe a longer video, but and there's no real detail. I can't tell you, you know, exactly what I'm gonna do. I can just tell you, you know, this is my story, and I truly want to make a change. You know, this is my story, and I truly want to make a change, and I think I can do it. You know what I mean? It's literally small life choices that need to happen. That's not that hard. I do think it, and you know, it's hard being fat. It's hard being fat, irritable. You know, I'm so lazy. I don't like to do stuff that gets, you know, hurts other people. And it's just like, dude, it's become too much. And I gave myself, you know, all this time. I said, okay, do it the first. And so many people can say, oh, you just gave yourself an excuse. Maybe I did. But it's the first. So now it's time. You know, so for all those who might have given themselves an excuse, it's time. Let's put it into action. And hopefully other people are going to go on a journey, you know, in any type of area. And if it's weight loss, you know, I would love to have everyone work together and comment below what your current weight is. And, you know, let's do this together, guys. Let's log it. Let's vlog it. And, you know, that's one thing I want to do. I want to say, you know, thank you to God. Thank you to my family that I even have this opportunity where, you know, I can turn it around. You know, I'm in a place in my mind where I do feel strong. You know, I thank God for the successes that I've already had, and, you know, for the ones that are to come. And if there's one thing I think, you know, my life will really change with, you know, losing weight, is I'll be able to play again. I'll be able to play sports and feel confident. This is just a short story, but my buddy had a birthday and he threw a soccer event, you know, so people were there, you know, guys who wanted to play soccer and maybe their loved ones. So there was like girls there and a couple of his friends, and my son came and my girl was there. And as I approached everybody, you know, they looked at me and they said, "Are you gonna play?" Like, "Oh, you play? You're gonna play?" And they literally, you know, were in disbelief that I was gonna play, or that I would be any good or have any coordination or be able to, you know. And the thing is, I can play, you know. I'm not gonna say I'm the best player and I won tournaments and I play for leagues or school, but I'm an athletic person. I'm just trapped in this body because I haven't worked it out. I haven't trained it, you know. So the smarts when it comes to sports is there, right? I can play like an OG, just meaning, you know, I can walk around while you run and I can still be in the right spot, you know. But here's the thing. I try to go make a run. I'm so unfit. I pulled my ACL, my hamstring. On the first, boop, quick action, boop, there goes the hammy. It's been going for like 2 months, you know? It's been going for like 2 months. And I gained more weight. Like I said, in November, I try to start picking it up. Play soccer with my boys again. And I play basketball. And I've gained weight since then. So it's like, now I'm embarrassed to go back. You know, I joined basketball with some old high school friends. There was a great crew of people. I lost my spot because I got so caught up in my weight and myself that I'm like, damn, I'm embarrassed to go back there now. In a week, I gained 10 pounds. I should be losing weight because of them. They should be the ones helping me. You know, I know they've probably felt that way too. Like, all right, we could get this kid right. Like boom, boom, boom. You know, they didn't hold back on me. They let me play. You know, I never felt judged, you know. I'm not a great basketball player, but I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, but compared to that group, I wasn't good. Like, compared to that group, I'll be honest. They're all league rec players. It's like, I'm not that good, and I'm fat. And they're letting me back. A group of 20 people, they let me back. They call me back. Angel, come on. Now, I embarrassed myself so much that I lost my spot. They got to give the spot up. I missed 3 sessions in a row. I give the spot up, bros. We got to put someone else in here consistent. So there's just so many things so that's one thing, right? If I can be happier is I'll be able to play sports at the ability that I want to be able to play. Also, you know, I want to be able to run around with my son. Could I run around with him today? Yes. Am I faster than him? Yes. But like, that's not the trajectory I'm on. I'm on a bad trajectory. And you can't be stable at this weight. You're either gaining more or nothing. Listen, there might be I can't. I'm so competitive that I compete with myself on how much I could eat right now. And I'm like, oh, damn, I got chicken fingers last time. I smacked on all those. Let me get chicken fingers. You know what? Throw a rodeo in there too. Oh, no rodeos? All right, just make it a Whopper. No onions. Like, come on, bro. So, yeah, this is my confessional. You know, I hope not that my life is gonna change. I don't think my life is gonna change drastically. I just feel like my quality of life is what will change drastically, right? I won't be I'm so self-conscious. Every time I get dressed, I have to go somewhere, that I become irritable and take it out on other people. So I just have to do this. This is the first video. I've always regretted not, you know, posting videos and keeping that accountability, because when you become an adult, there is no more accountability. So keep that accountability somewhere, you know. And, you know, thank God, thank my family that I'm able to do this. And, you know, I would hope to love to engage with everyone and actually build a community here. So thank you, and I'll talk to you guys soon.